Hello, good morning, students. We are going to start unit number 3, chapter number 2. That is nothing but impact of a growing population on a resource use. We have know that is what is meant by resources, and is what is the impact on the growing population of that resources, or the impact of population on that resources. If we have know that it is a concept of demand and the supply. If you production of most amount and the producer it is the most of the range, but but are the user are the low, that your product get a more price. And if are the user are the very low and production are the very less, then your product get a very minimum amount. Let's see population of the world. Today, world population estimated more than the 6,000 millions, of which 1,200 millions dwell developed countries and remaining 4,800 millions in developing countries. Population was growing at a snail speed in the initial phase and the prehistoric periods. The hazardous climatic conditions, shortage of foods, poor nourishment were the major causes of the low growth population. Since the last 10,000 years, world population accelerated two times due to the agriculture revolution and secondly due to the industrial revolution. That is nothing but there are the sources are uses. That means the agriculture revolution and the secondly that means the industrial revolutions. That are the content of the revolution. Let's see impact of resources on the consumption. The human are consuming the number of resources, that may food, for food, fodder, fuels, or the anything from the natures, that is consumptions. Due to this increase in human population, there has been a increase the pressures, the natural resources that will be really for the survivals. Natural resources include the variety of substance energy sources that we take from the environment, and they use as they can be divided into the renewable and non-renewable sources. Renewable so natural substances that can be replenished over a period of a time, such as sunlight, wind, soil, timber. On the other hand, non-renewable natural resources are the substances are in a finite supply will run outs. That is considered as the renewable sources and the non-renewable sources and their resources. Renewable that may be, they can be renewed, but there are the use are the very limited amount. But those sources are non-renewable, that like fossil fuels that are non-renewables, and human are dependent on that sources and uses more amount on the on that sources. That is considered as a renewable and non-renewable. Land sources. Land it is a most important concept for the human or the growing population. Population number are the day by day increases. I have explained there is a 6,000 millions of population over a worlds, and now that number will be continuously increasing, and the space of land will be not increasing, due to which crowding we have to face the problems. So that is a we have to use in a minimum amount, that is considered as a land. And due to the land it's not only for the living, that land may be a it's business, it's agriculture, it's industry, it's beneficial, or the its livings on depends on the that land. For example, in an village there are the first living in 200 peoples, but after 5 years that number will be increases up to the 600, and there is a land no land increase in that villages, and there also face the problems of food shortage, cloth shortage, everything shortage will be there. So we have to very reduce the population, or the alternate we have to increase the production in a minimum land area. That is considered as a land sources. Water resources, that is also important resources, and human also depends on the on theirs. Water and the land, that are the sources human also develop depends on that sources. Water sources that indicate that water are the essential for the each and every human beings. But water source, it is also having the their limits, because due to the water sources are increasing, because due to the population are increasing and water resources as it is common. So we have know that is 70% surface of earth, but inside 0.03% of surface are useful for the human. So we have to manage the population, or the increase, or the manage the sources. Two things we have to do. Factors affecting distribution of human population. Factors affecting distribution of human population. How will be manage the population? The main factors affect distribution population: natural resources, climatic condition, soil, cultural factors, age, human settlement, industrial development, transport, communications. That are factors are involved. Then physical factor, natural resources. Natural resources, it is also main important sources. Let's see. A region having the rich wealth of natural resources like coal, water, minerals, forest, wealth favor the growth of population there. Same, that means that factors, human are the very sensitive animals that are the living in that area. In that area, all things are the suitables. So it is the most important factors. That means if in area natural sources are available, like in city there are all types of natural that means sources are available, like there are the malls are present, shops are present, theaters are present. So that is human are the, it is the animal that is very sensitive, or the that looking their benefits, or that know the everything are available, then they go, and there is the number will be a growing. We can see in the city population will be increases, and in the village population is a low. Due to the resources, it is a limited amount. Okay, that is considered natural resources. Then relief is a uneven distribution population in India. Mountains have a rough surface cover the thick, that means a relief. That means in an area there are the resources in a limited amount, there may be a population very low amount we can measure. Then climate is also one factors. If any individual or the any humans that are the adapted to specific type of a climate, and if they live that climate, if they live that climate, they cannot survive or cannot live in that area. So climate also is a important factors. Then non-physical factor, agriculture, industry, and well developed transport system. Human also have previously very sensitive, and that are seeing their comfort zone. If any animals or any human having the interest in agriculture, that human are growing in that area related agriculture, farming in the village area, and some are the interested in the industrial industry. So that peoples goes to industry, work industry, and live their industrial life or the industrial area. And well developed transport system, if any area there are transport system are there is a low, there is a population also low, because human having to face the problem of transport and the communication. Like I have explained, in the city population is more due to all type of resources are available there, but in the villages or the forest area resources are low, but human demand it is a more digital, more advanced technique are no there. So population will say also low in a village or the forest area. Then minor factors, we have see the major factors, that may physical, non-physicals, water, land. Okay, that are the factors. Now see the those factor minor. Government policy, well planned government policy can attract the large number of peoples in a particular region. So that is the one most important factors. Human also having the government policy. If government policy is no there is a human cannot survive, or the human cannot grow in that area. So that is a government policy is suitable for such area, human can grow there. Then facility provided by the government can attract the huge population of a region. I have explained previously, city it is the most attractive for the human because all facility can be provided by government. City bus there are the government policy, government holiday, all are the there. So that is the human get attracted and the population will be grow in the city. Historical factors also responsible concentration of population of region. After the partition of India, huge number of peoples are settled in West Bengal. So historical, for example, their origin are dependent in West Bengal. There are the number of people settled there because they are having the historical, their ancestor belongs from that area. So that is the historical background also their importance. Then religious factors, it is the most important, and now we are facing that factors problems, that is known as religious factors. Religious factor, that means Varanasi, that means goddess placed, and that is also most of people are the settle or the growing there. Then next, Mathura, Nabadvip, Puri, that is nothing but the peoples having the religious, that means believe on the god and the interested in the god, god puja artis. So there are the peoples are the settled in that area. Then political factors, political factor also determine the density of population a particular region. A shifting of India capital of from Kolkata to Delhi. Delhi it is in a political area, so that is a politics. If any person are interested in growing politics, like any families, so they can move or shift to that area. The changing the lifestyles and technology also one impact of a growing population, changing the lifestyles. Previously or ancient, there is no any specific digital technology or the anything, so human attract to the city. But day by day, number of techniques and the number of sources are the arising, like mobiles, TVs, number of earphones, number of computers, gaming center, so that is a human can be change their lifestyles. Firstly there are the human, there is simple cloth, now are there complexity fashionable cloth are there. So human can changes their lifestyles. Then positive effect of a technology of life, we have a see that is we have a no need to the explanation of that point, positive effect or the negative effect. What effect of a positive technology and what are the negative effect of a technology? For example, mobile it is a technological instruments that are the using by human, but at one extent that are the useful for human, but at one extent, only one extent. After that, that will be a negative impact on your health, your mind and everything. So there are I have given an example like a smartphone or the mobiles. There are a number of examples we can consider. Justice, we can see that there are a number of rules and regulation are theirs. Let's see, while the focusing on the economic development of the country, should we think about the negative effect of action of environment, and should be a careful development of should not harming other human beings and living organism or environment. So justice is the one most important factors or the we have to do. Every organism has the own life and that right to the live their life. Okay, same way people should be informed and vigilant. We have to inform that peoples related to that law, that justice, because every organism or the every individual having their own life. It is our self duty protect that life or the society. People should be informed local authority about the harmful effect of some activities are happening. For example, in case of a Chipko movement, people's Gapshures village Chamizo district realized that due to the continuous deforestation, sports goods, that is nothing but we have to do the duties that forest will be do not destroy. That is a duty or the justice we have to inform. That is considered the justice and policy. Discussion and planning of action. If any area there are the more amount of resources are using, or the in any area there is shortage, we have to discussion and what act or the what government policy and how we can justice in that area, we have to plan and discuss. Then common resources in future scenario. Which are the common resources in future as well as the scenario we have to do. All conventional energy sources heavily consumed today. These resources are the exhaustible, non-renewable. Due to increasing population, industrialization, transportation, there are the tremendous consumption conventional energy resources, and their resource diminish the alarming rate of human beings looking the clean and the non-polluting freely available resources satisfy the condition. Today Brazil is one of the country which uses the agriculture crop production of ethanols, and majority of vehicles these fuels become self-sufficient fuels. Many battery power vehicles are used today. Several cars producing companies are spending amount of research improvement such as a fuel sunlight converting into the electricity vehicle running with this electricity. Okay, this is about the scenario, that means common resources in future scenario. We have to depends on the own vehicles or the own fuel production systems. Brazil, it is one of the country that will be depends the ethanol, their vehicle self deriving from the crop production of ethanols. So, and other country like India, USA, in such country there are the fuel production or the resources are the most are the non-renewable, and we have to face the number of problem in future. So we have to depends on the future that will be a renewables, that will no shortage will become in the future. So I have explained the example in the Brazil is the country that has developed their own fuel system, so they did not depends on the government or the any other for their fuel construction or the resources. Okay, if you have any doubts related to the impact of a population on the resources, please comment below the section.